Well, thank you very much. And before I start, I must narrate two stories. This is the time of the day. Stories are better than formal lectures, actually. Last time I was here, and when I was interacting with the Israeli delegation, one of them said that, Israel and India together form 1/5 of the population of the world. We can do anything. So I guess after today's deliberation, I can say, yes, at least we can do something, if not anything. Also, when I was in Bombay airport and I was waiting for my flight, and there was a group of people very similar to Indian looking, and they were partly speaking in Marathi and partly speaking in Hebrew. And I got confused a little bit and I went to them and I asked them, how come this is happening? They said, no, we are Bene Israelis. I don't know how many of you know, but there is a history of 70 years where the Indians who were from Maharashtra migrated to Israel, and they have been given a special name called Bene Israelis. And there will be many people you will come across, and all of a sudden they will break into Marathi, and then you will find that they are essentially Bene Israelis. Today, I must say that after one full day of Tel Aviv University exposure, some of us have become Bene Israelis. And I would like to say that after this, when you will come back to India, we will call you as Bene Israelis. So it is the reverse migration, which is also very useful in some sense, and therefore it's an osmosis, not really the migration in some form. Today has been a very wonderful day. I must say that the presentations of Tel Aviv University have been very useful for all of us who have traveled a long distance. It was wonderful. And I must mention Professor Ranan Ryan. Let's give him a big hand. He and his colleagues have done a wonderful job. And I also would like to say as a second part of it that those of us who have come from all the way from India, Dr. Pratap Rao Pawar and Abhijit Pawar together have been the torch bearers of the Educon, and let's give them a big hand. As a matter of fact, you must be very tired, so why don't you all get up and then give a big hand, actually, To all the people who have been very, very useful, all of you have been very useful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
I must say that the only university, I think, outside of India in which we offer a course in Marathi is Tel Aviv University.
Wow.
Yeah, we concluded that
Very good. Very good. Yeah, that's very good.
Following an agreement with the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and I signed an agreement with the Minister of Education of the state of Maharashtra.
So if you want a lecturer, one is available.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We will have a short musical interlude, and then.
Oh, I'm not done. Just a minute. So I thought that it was gratitude and summary. So the gratitude part is over, and then the summary part is still remaining. Just give me 5 minutes, and then I think we will go ahead. I must say that several thoughts come to my mind when you go through the whole day. The first session was absolutely thought-provoking and to some extent firing the imagination. In India, we have been struggling with what we call as the Oxbridge model of education. The Oxford British model, Oxford-Cambridge model of education has really become a broken record, if I may say. In India, the numbers have become so large, the population has become so aspiring, the middle class has grown so big that we really are looking for a new paradigm of education. And then one of them happens to be MOOCs. I'm not betting on it, or I'm not saying that it is the mantra. There are very good points. There are some deficiencies. We have to debate about it. But I would say, I would request, in fact, Sakal Group, that as a follow-up, maybe a workshop or so, of 2 days on this particular paradigm will be very important for the Indian education. It could be a part of the Educon series that can be done in future, actually. I would like to mention that there is a certain relationship of what is called as creation of knowledge and a pipeline that creates the wealth in the society. So this conversion of knowledge to wealth, it could be social wealth, it could be cultural wealth, it could be economic wealth. But the main role of a university is to create the knowledge and to set up a pipeline of conversion of that knowledge into wealth, social wealth, economic wealth, or even to some extent cultural wealth. This particular paradigm, which I call it as the conversion of knowledge to wealth, is the part that Tel Aviv University has shown in the rest of the presentations as to how the knowledge was created either in the university or outside, and then it has been converted. See, we create papers. I mean, all of us are academicians, and we always say jokingly what is called as publish and perish culture. You know, in India we have that culture, but here you can see clearly that it is publish, not only publish, but patent and prosper. So I think it is the patent and prosper which is very important for education, and that is what we saw in the rest of the presentations, whether it was related to the social undertakings, it was related to cyber security undertakings, it was related to the other IT-related industries. But definitely I would say that it was a very good exposure, and I would appeal to all my colleagues to take a note of it and see some of it can be implemented in our atmospheres also. Finally, as a teacher, I would like to say that one point which we have not deliberated today, one of the things I am fascinated about Israel is the agriculture in Israel. It's an extremely important element in the sense that the role of technology and optimal utilization of resources can very, very effectively be seen in the Israeli agriculture. And I'm very proud that some of the farmers of Israel are from India. And there are some people from Kerala, there are some people from Maharashtra, and there are some farmers, and you will find wonderful agriculture. Keep your eyes and ears open. If you get an opportunity to see something of that sort in the next 2 days, you have eaten their produce because the pumpkin and the other things that you have eaten is from their farms, actually. So in some extent, we have tasted the fruits of Israeli agriculture. I'm sure you will see a glimpse of it also in the 2 days. But a wonderful one day, and I'm sure you will enjoy the rest of the evening. Once again, thank you very much, all of you.